spokesperson of the Congress on the European Local Democracy Week, Ms. Gaye Doganoglu. Welcome to our Mediabox. How it's important for you to promote the European Local Democracy Week across all Europe?
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here and to speak to you because this year is a very important year because we are celebrating the 10th anniversary of the European Local Democracy Week. As you know, we have different manuals, and especially this year during the 33rd plenary section, there are the files, and within the files there are the invitation to all the members of the 47 member states to celebrate this 10th anniversary of the European Local Democracy Week. Well, in general, I would like to say that the European Local Democracy Week is a pan-European event held every year in October. And it is started in 2007, and it is still going on. And we are trying to promote this week within our member states. And every year this is increasing, especially this year. For the time being, there are 20 countries and more than 60 partners, especially from my country, Turkey. We are very keen on the subject, and most of the towns and the metropolitan cities are celebrating, and they are, I may say that they are in competition to have the 12-star certificate in order to be represented in this important week that we call European Local Democracy Week.
And as you also mentioned, this year marks the 10th anniversary of the Pan-European initiative, let's say. So what are the main achievements of this week? What do you think on that?
Well, I think one of the main aspects of the European Local Democracy Week is to ensure an unchanged visibility for the Congress actions and references texts across all the Europe. In one sense, I may say that spreading the European Local Democracy Week allows us to reach to the citizens in Europe, to give them access to our work, our texts, and also the values, the core values like democracy, human rights, and the role of rule. These are the three important values that we share together within the Congress of the local and the regional authorities. The other point that makes the European Local Democracy Week worth promoting in the fact that this initiative builds up a network for the local authorities across Europe, which allows people from the whole continent to share their experiences, their knowledge, and their best practices. In this sense, the European Local Democracy Week strengthened the interaction and the cooperation between the Europeans, shaping the future of the local democracy together. Every year in January, we are having our meeting of the European Local Democracy Week within the partners, and especially that day, they are all sharing their experiences, as I told you. And already we passed 10 years on this subject, and the people are very happy. Why? Especially the mayors, the elected people, the city councillors, they are using this European Local Democracy Week as a tool to reach to the citizens. What are they doing? They are, especially in my town, in my country, and also in the other member states, especially the mayors, the elected people, they are getting together with the children. Because the children is not only the future of our world, but also today. So we have to give the lessons and the examples of the European Local Democracy Week, because here, especially during the plenary section, we are nearly 600 members that attending this meeting. Maybe you can see that now it is getting crowded because the afternoon section is going to start. So also during the plenary section, we are all exchanging our experiences from Ukraine to Turkey, from Moldova to Norway, I may say from Malta to Georgia. So it's a big Europe continent, but the only share value is the European Local Democracy Week, because the most important subject of the Congress is to monitor the local and the regional democracy in the member state countries. So every year, especially in October, from 9 to 15 October, we are celebrating this week within our towns. But we shouldn't limit this period only for 1 week. I'm just saying to my colleagues that if they wish, they may celebrate this European Local Democracy Week within the whole year, with the students, with the young people, within the universities, for every activity of the municipalities or the regional authorities. They may use our logo, the 12-star European Local Democracy Week.
This is also important to underline that during this session there will be a resolution entitled 10 Years of European Local Democracy Week, which will be debated during this session. And we know that this resolution intends to kick off a reflection process on the future of the week. Yes. So how can Congress members contribute more to the evolution of this initiative?
Well, first of all, they could contribute to spread the European Local Democracy Week even further. Even with these numerous participants we have each year, and it's getting crowded every year, increasing, there are still many countries which are not underrepresented or not representative at any all time during this week. So I am working to encourage all my colleagues to take part in the European Local Democracy Week, because I think it's a great tool to increase legitimacy and accountability for our actions as elected representatives. Congress members could share the information around them and motivate their colleagues on their national levels, as we do in the last 10 years. The European Local Democracy Week aims to become a pan-European network which could never cover only every country, but ideally every region in Europe. On the other hand, the Congress members not only could develop new ideas and change the European Local Democracy Week based on their own experiences as partners or as relevant authorities, but they could also become part of the reflecting group that we create. So we are planning to create a reflecting group. And also during this plenary section, also they will find in their file that there's a questionnaire, as you see, and then we ask them to fill this questionnaire, and there are some questions regarding the theme, the content, the date, the length, and also their proposals. So this is let's say the arena. The Congress is a kind of arena that all the elected people, they are expressing their own decisions, their own proposals, their own initiatives, and the only basement to share all these initiatives is the European Local Democracy Week. So we do invite all of the members to use this tool to approach, to be together with their citizens as possible as they can do.
Gaye Doganoglu, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Thank you.